Episode 54 Azadi.
I loved you from the deepest core of my heart. There was nothing that I could do about it. I knew that I had to keep myself away from you. I did try, but your charm and your ways to woo me over were just unmissable. I couldn't ignore you. The chats late into the night, the way you would message to me, the way you would ask me to join you for a cup of coffee was just unavoidable. On your insistence, I joined the same gym as yours. On entering, when I would see you smile at me from the treadmill, it would make me fall in love with you 1,000 times over. And then, the first time we went to the resort together, only I know कि घर पे मैंने कैसे कैसे बहाने बनाए थे. ऑफिस का इवेंट है, कॉलेज से भी छुट्टी ले ली है. You were so meticulous in your planning that you booked 2 separate rooms. And then, our first intimate night. It touched my very soul, my very being. And I knew this is where I want to be now. Forever. That was going to be my comfort zone, my place, and just mine. Next morning, when I saw myself in the bath mirror, oh God, my face glowed with the warmth of your love, your touch, and your intimacies. I could feel you totally and absolutely. There was nothing on my body, and yet I could feel you wrapped around me. Your fragrance, your touch was still with me, on me. I rushed out to be with you once again. I wanted you to hold me so that I can never come out of this beautiful dream. But I couldn't find you in the room. I looked for you in the corridor, but you weren't there too. I suddenly caught a glimpse of you behind the arch. Curious, I circled the arch. What I saw was so appalling. You were hugging a female steward of the resort, and that too so lovingly. We had just spent a night of such intimacy, and here you were, hugging and kissing another female? There was no respect for our bond, for our relationship. Right after the most beautiful night, was I looking at the most dreadful morning of my life? Pradeep, I was a fool that I believed you when you said that you witnessed the steward being scolded very badly by the night duty manager, and hence you were just trying to calm her. I was hurt, but I believed you because I didn't want to lose you. That was my weakness, and you exploited it thoroughly. As the days rolled on, I had begun to see the signs of your cheating and disloyalty everywhere. But मैं बेवकूफ उन सबको देखकर भी नजरअंदाज करती गई. When you got back from that 7-long day trip to Delhi, I rushed to the airport to receive you. As we drove back, I still remember how lovingly you placed your arm over my shoulders. अचानक सब गिले, सब शिकवे खत्म हो गए. I thought it was a new start, a new beginning, and we were going to be together forever. But when you were showering, I saw your wallet lying on the table. I'm not the suspicious kind, but something pulled me towards the wallet, and I promptly opened it. 2 packets of condom. I thought that you bought it for us. But then I saw they were chocolate flavored, and you knew very well that I can't stand chocolates at all. Right then, the phone rang. I don't know who was more stunned, me or Shamili. When I picked up, and she asked, "Hi Janu, पहुंच गए?" I couldn't sit there anymore. I thought that you will call me when you didn't find me in your apartment. But seriously, what a fool I was, and how much I had misjudged you. Finally, when you called, it was around midnight, and you asked me so casually, "कहाँ चली गई थी मैडम?" 4 घंटे बाद ख्याल आया कि I am not in the apartment. So what were you doing all this time? Chatting with that Shamili? Every time you left me, तो अंदर कुछ मर गया, कुछ खाली सा हो गया. वो खाली हिस्सा बस खाली ही रह गया. Try as I might, I couldn't remove your memories. I saw you everywhere and thought of you every minute. There were times when I didn't feel like living at all. लेकिन फिर मॉम, दादी एंड संजना सबका चेहरा याद आ जाता था. And I realized that I had to live. I was not a weakling, a coward, or an escapist who would run to find comfort in someone's arms all the time. बस फिर एक दिन सोच लिया मैंने, अब तो जीना ही है मुझे.
It took me months to get back on my feet, but I did not quit. It's been 5 years now. I moved to Mumbai and began to work. When I met Rajneesh, I got to know what you thought of me. साले तेरी सोच इतनी घटिया होगी, इतनी चीप होगी, that I didn't know. बे मैंने तो छोड़ दिया उसको. साली फैमिली अजीब थी यार. उसकी माँ पता है, वो एक अंकल के साथ मुंह मारती फिरती थी. And her sister Sanjana, she keeps on roaming around with that Amrita. I clearly don't want to be seen with such people यार. And वैसे भी रजनीश लाइफ में कम ऑप्शंस थोड़ी है यार. Pradeep, I want to laugh out loud on this message. You know why? Because it brings out your shallowness and your hollow understanding of relationships. In fact, रिश्तों की अहमियत तुझे कभी समझ में ही नहीं आई. For me, relationships have never been a means to satiate physical hunger, but it meant to grow old with someone, to look for and revel in the magic of togetherness, to laugh and be laughed at, to connect, and to find and become a soulmate to someone. You know what, Pradeep? You really need to be mature to look at a relationship from these aspects. तेरे जैसा vagabond will never be able to understand my mom's relationship with Tushar uncle. After dad, I understood that mom needed another soulmate. For someone to whom relationships are just a game played out in the gaming zone, it will take 9 lives to understand how deeply connected Sanjana and Amrita are. Even if a relationship has to end, it has to have some dignity and truthfulness in it. After we separated, and when you began to indulge in my character assassination, तो सही में प्रदीप मुझे हंसी आती है तेरी कमजोरी पे एंड तेरी वर्थलेसनेस पे. Seriously, boss, I'm glad to have thrown out such toxic elements from my life. Each day as I move forward, I know that I emerge stronger, better, and more equipped to handle people and situations. I won't run away after promising lifelong companionship. And I will tell you one thing, कुछ नहीं कर पाएगी से लेकर बहुत कुछ कर पा रही हूँ, इसकी जर्नी बहुत ही फैंटास्टिक रही है. I am not afraid now of falling in love or of befriending people, because I know that even if I get separated, I will be able to stand back up again. इतनी हिम्मत है मुझ में. I am not a prisoner of your emotions anymore now. I'm not caged by your thoughts. I am a free bird that soars high with full confidence. मैं आज़ाद हूँ, and मेरी ये आज़ादी हमेशा रहेगी.